All right, it is time for PreMarket Prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joel.
Good afternoon, Spencer. Did you find out where that clip was from?
No, shit. I didn't do it yet. I wrote it down. I wrote it down last time, and that wasn't effective, apparently.
I'm telling you, it was Palantir.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna write it down. How's the day going? I see mostly green. I see a little bit of white.
Murphy, man, this is like straight up market. I'll just run through things here. Let me adjust my screens here. Really, we just bid right. I need to share. I know. Yeah. We just were bid right into that 9:30 open, and that bid has just persisted the entire day. Opened up right near the low of the regular session. We're 53 points off that low from Friday morning. Made a high at 73.75. Nothing up there, folks. This is blue sky territory. I can't come up with a number unless I tried. Not a good day for crude. Crude is down 276 at 58.69, but I guess that's good on the inflationary front here. Now I'm really sharing my screens. Come on, computer. Gold. This is called gold flat here at 17.28. Really just not moving that much. Silver in the red by 13 cents at 24.82. And Bitcoin got down to 57,155, but back up $95. These are the futures at 59,710.
This just should show you how how short my memory is. But was it this morning we talked about Google being the only one of the
Oh my Lord, I know.
It was this morning, right? I'm not crazy.
No, we were talking about it. We're without the L. I mean, this thing is just a beast. That's a breakout. Cleared the high on the open and never looked back. That's about as clean a breakout as you can get in Google. Moving in the regular Goog without the L, currently trading up, $83.74, 2,222. Nice move for Google.
Yeah, it was on the news of that. The end of this lawsuit 11 years later. 11 years after they were sued by Oracle, they finally come out on top. Finally, after appeals and more appeals. The original decision, remember, did not go their way. They appealed all the way to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court says, yeah, we're with you, Google, not with Oracle.
You know who made money on that thing?
11 years of lawyer fees.
11 years of lawyer fees, exactly, man. Should have been a lawyer, but good resolution to that, at least for Google. I don't think is it having much of an impact on Oracle?
No, the sector is up today, so market's up today. So
yeah, Oracle, boom. More than they bought the dip after. Was that? Yeah, they were a little bit of a later earnings. New all-time high for Oracle too. Getting ready to close, trying to close above $74 for the first time ever.
Johnny Yoski's doing a great day for Mara. Yeah, we had the CEO of Mara on the Power Hour at noon. Right, yeah, at noon Eastern time, talking about the company's, Bitcoin operations in the quarter. Talked about, goals for the year. We have an article and headlines up on Benzinga.com and Benzinga Pro. Mara is up nicely today.
Yeah, new and now kind of doing a little separate thing from Bitcoin too. What's nice about this is you have a really a great level to keep an eye on if you're trying to protect profits. Low on Thursday, I got it right, 47.31. Low today, 47.40. We are quite some distance from there. So support will move up. That's a clear $5 above the low, almost $5 above the low from Wednesday. So keep an eye, jot that down, Mara traders. See how that support moves up. But right now, double bottom at let's call it 47.35.
Yeah, and keep in mind for anyone trading, and this is a good point from Kushal, I'm going to bring it up. Anyone trading Bitcoin or Bitcoin-related stocks, we're going to have a pretty, I guess what qualifies as a pretty big market event, and that is the Coinbase IPO, which is going to be, I guess, not next week. Yeah, next week. Next Wednesday, I think.
Are they going to do it on their own platform and have the platform go down?
That would be ironic.
Do you remember when bats? Do you remember that?
No.
You weren't around for that? Was anybody Was anybody around in the chat for that? Yeah.
Wait, yeah. Bats. This is before they got bought, I would assume, right?
Right. Yeah. Who bought them?
ICE did, I think.
ICE did. So what happened is they decided to do the IPO on their own exchange.
Oh no!
Right?
The volume was too much.
And it just opened. It just like went from 12. Yeah, Bill Big D remembers. Yeah. It opened up at like 12, and then it went like straight down.
Oh God.
And they had. I don't even know how they resolved the issue, but it was pretty funny. That was a while ago. I did maybe Bill Big D remembers that.
I mean, I was having to think about. I don't remember that at all.
You might have been. You might have been junior high. You might have been.
I was at Benzinga when that happened. That was 2016, I think. I just have no record.
Was it? Okay, you were just you were working customer service back then.
That could have been it. Yeah. Hey,
you and Eldari, you guys were working the phones.
All right. Speaking of going back to the market here, Joel, what was leading the way for most of the day was reopening trade. You know, the airline, the cruise lines, the movie theaters, not the stay-at-home stocks like Zoom and Teladoc. But that correlation was there today, big time. Reopening stocks, super in favor today. I mean, most stocks are in favor, but reopening especially.
Yeah, boy. I saw Delta canceled over 100 flights. I told Lisa to check this morning, man. I sure hope they don't cancel my flight, man. I
just booked a flight yesterday. I guess I should check.
Yeah. Well, I don't know because they didn't have enough pilots. But let's take a look at these stocks, where they are. I guess the only thing with this is I would look at this in relation to what the high of the move has been. Delta snuck over 52. That seems pretty safe here. Very interesting area in Delta. You look like your sellers have come down off the 52. Looks like they're targeting the $51 area. And the reason I say that is you had a high after you made that 52.28 high. You had a 51.14 high and three highs. Let's just call it 51. And then you broke down, right? You break down to 44.52. You scrap your way back, and then you hit 50.98 today. So that seller coming off the 52, they're targeting 51 now. So keep an eye on that for Delta Airlines. Let's look at Love, a little bit more domestic travel. Is that a new all-time high for Love?
A lot of these stocks.
Can you believe we need pandemics more often? I mean, no, this is not. This is going back 64.02. Your all-time, I believe that was the all-time high back in October of 2019. Where'd you get to today? Today you got to 64.32, so that could be a new all-time high for Love, but backed off a little bit. Keep an eye on that $64 area. Do we want to look at any other airlines?
Not airlines per se if you don't want, but we can go to like the cruise lines.
Cruise lines. Should have listened to Ann Arlene. She loved this thing at $8-9. Just she said, I think people will go back on cruises someday.
Yeah.
But I said, hey, unless they have the buffet, I'm not going on any of these cruises. There's a gap and go in this one. I like to see it take out 30, double top at 30, gap up day because of the spoos. So that's don't have a good feel on that one, folks. RCL, same thing, gap a go. Maybe with this one, this is kind of interesting. You had that high just under 100, but 90. 90 is about halfway back. Keep an eye on 91 and a half, 92. Today's high 91.30. That's what I'm looking at in RCL. And CLH, is it over 30? No, 29.21. Wow, that really got feisty at 34. 24, back up over halfway, 29. Just don't like these little gaps in these things, but who knows? Not all gaps get filled.
Joel, I want to bring to your attention one of the SPAC ETFs, which I'm going to use as a proxy for just the overall SPAC market, if you will. If we can look at SPCX, which is the actively managed one that only owns pre-deal SPACs. Okay, so all the SPACs that we talked about that are not going up anymore, like they were last year, pre-deal SPACs, I'm wondering if it's bottom. This is an interesting base.
Yeah, it is. And pretty good technical analysis on your part, Spencer. You had that high just under 33. Let's see where I bet you this is pretty darn close here. Boom. Oh, yeah, look at that. 29 bucks, $30 right here. That's about halfway back. You had another high. 30 looks big. It doesn't look like much on this chart, but actually 29 is the 50% retracement. You're getting close there. This is big. Not a huge mover, but get over 29. This thing might have some hops. This is not a big mover for a SPAC. Well, so this is a nice move.
So I mostly just bring it up because I use it as a proxy for the overall SPAC market because there's 1,000 of these things, and this one holds a bunch of them. I bring that up mostly because DMYD was the one we talked about. Actually, I don't even know if we got to it on the show this morning, but that was the one that it wasn't a SPAC, it wasn't merger news. It was the company being bought, signed a deal with the NFL. So DMYD is the SPAC, and they're buying Genius Sports, which got the rights for official NFL data to essentially be like, the market data supplier for sports betting. So DMYD was up on that news because the company being bought did a good thing, nothing to do with the company being bought as it relates to the SPAC. So it's still pre-deal.
You're a media expert. Are you bullish all these contracts and everything? You think the TV, the networks are going to just keep paying more and more for it?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like logically, no. Logically, nothing goes up forever. But the TV rights market it's just exploded. It can't go up forever. Nothing goes up forever. Unless you're Bitcoin or NFTs or games.
You know what? Maybe it's the fact that because of the pandemic, people are gonna, not many people are gonna go to the games. But still, even 110,000 at the big house, that's not going to justify the numbers. But no, I just think it's interesting. Eventually they're going to run out of money, but it doesn't look like now. And the TV commercials, the rate, as long as those rates are still going up, I guess they'll still keep paying up for it.
Yeah, no, Logan and Reed, you're correct. DMYD, or I guess Genius is the company they're buying, is providing data to sportsbooks, but now they're the official, they're going to get the official data from the NFL. They have a bunch of leagues that they've signed on deals with, and we talked more about this on SPAC today. But yeah, basically they're like the official data provider. So they basically are, if there is such a thing as an official market data provider, like maybe like the exchanges who get the data, they're going to get the data straight from the source. So
I don't know about that. Look at the DraftKings here.
Yeah.
It had the big rally, the break, and I marked that 50% area. It broke down to it. Now it's coming back up to it. 63.5 is actual 50% retracement. The deals that they're offering in these things are absolute. Can you bet $1 and they pay you. Like, do you hear these promotions that got going on, Spencer?
Yeah. I tend to ignore them, so I don't know.
Well, but you know why they're doing it?
Well, to suck you in. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'll still do some wager on some ponies or something, but we got the Kentucky Derby coming up first Saturday in May. Been watching those Derby preps, but
we do.
Yeah. All right. What else? What do we got? Just for you pen traders out there. Boy, keep an eye on 110. 110.17 was your high today. 110.24, that was your high on the 26th. Where are you trading? You're trading 06.92. So really repelled. So if you trade this from the short side, which no one does, boom, boom, boom. You got a 110. Magic level in pen, PENN.
All right, Mario Rodriguez is looking for an entry in Tiger. He wants in TIGR, up fintech.
You know what? When you say Tiger, or you say Rodriguez, you know who I think of? And you definitely, I bet you Bill Big D wanted this guy. The Tigers had this third baseman named Aurelio Rodriguez, and he was unbelievable. He wasn't much of a hitter, but so it's funny you said Rodriguez, and I think Aurelio, and then you say Tiger. So, $20. That's your level. You hit that yesterday. You backed off just a little bit. I think if you want to sit this break out, and you're thinking, oh man, I thought we were going to clear 20. Now we're not. You went from 13 to 20, 7-point move, 3.5. You want to see the 16.5 hold, right, on the pullback. And so far, you're seeing just that. 1680 low on Wednesday, Thursday, 1671 your low in today's session. So there you go. Find a little bit of support there. You want to see it to hold a double bottom, take out 20, and then get more back of this move. What was the high here? 38.50. How low did we get? Wow. 25-point move, 2.5. Take that back to 25.5, 26. But first things first, let's hold 1650. Let's clear 20. And let's get going.
All right, Trent A is looking at quadruple U. U.
Is that a SPAC or something, or what is it?
No, it is not. Energy fuels.
Wait, triple U?
Quadruple U.
Oh, quadruple U.
Yeah, uranium, which makes sense.
Uranium. Nice candle. Very nice candle. 4 up days in a row. 1, 2. How many up days in a row is this? So you might get a little breather here. What's the winning streak here? No, it's only a 3-day winning streak. $7. I'm really not seeing anything there. 698 is your high today. Trading 685. Maybe split these two highs here as your next target. 719, 728. So 7. That's really your next level you want to clear, and then work your way up there. Might take a few days to do it. After this big move off this 5.25 low, I wouldn't be all surprised maybe if you see it just kind of dip and dive around 650, 660, form a little bit of a 2 or 3 lows, and then get up to take out that 720 area.
Barat wants to know about Chewy. Man, sometimes these earnings events.
Sometimes
are just like they get the pop, and then they just rip the floor out from under your feet, and that is what has happened here with Chewy the last 3 days.
I tell you,
because earnings was what was that, Wednesday night? Wait, hold on. Tuesday.
Other people could deliver cat food? I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you about this one, except that you got just a ton of support. I mean, that is support. So hang in there, 75.14. This is a weekly. I got a weekly up here because I did a chart from one of my articles, so things a little bit different. But it will still come out on your weeklies, your dailies, or whatever. That 70 is a must-hold level, or else you're looking for a downturn in it. And where are you at? 80.37? there's a lot of other charts that look better than this, folks, but keep an eye on holding. Absolutely crucial and hold support at $75.
All right, not much on the earnings front tonight. We do have paychecks, PAYX tomorrow morning. It's probably one of 2 or 3 reports all week that I'm passively interested in if you care about earnings still. But we are coming into the Q1 earnings season in like 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. Earnings are back. JP Morgan and the rest of the banks start reporting the week of the 14th. Actually, that's next week. That is next week. So the back half of next week, we'll get the bank earnings, and then they'll start really in full the week after.
Ooh, it's sleepy. Look at this look at this JP Morgan.
Yeah.
People are squaring up here ahead of the report. Very good support under 150. People are trying to wiggle out at 155, 155 and a half. I expect this trading pattern here to continue into earnings as people will square up going into the report. But trade the range, 150 to 155. Looks like you're a little closer to the top of the trading range right now, trading at 153.82.
What about Fastly? This is the one that we look at every so often. We get asked about this one, I feel like, a lot. I guess it stopped going down, but it's also if you got it.
Yeah, it stopped going down. It's just like it's just not a trend. Like the day traders, the momentum traders are like, it's just not going straight up. I don't want to trade it. And then the value players, I'm sounding like Dennis here. Value players are like saying this ridiculous PE here.
Yeah.
So it's tight, though. It had to gap up that one day last week. I would say there's hope here if you can clear the 71.68 right here. What was this high? That was, I don't know. It doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look great either.
All right. D-Train Choo Choo is looking for an entry point on Ouster, which is a recent IPO. OUST. D-Train, this IPO like 2 weeks ago, and it hasn't even sniffed that opening day price. So if you're looking for an entry, it's at an all-time.
Which one is this?
OUST. It's a LiDAR play. It's at an all-time low off of 3 weeks of trading. So I don't know what. He's looking for an entry.
He's looking for an entry.
Yeah.
Man,
that's a tough one. You know what? You're at an all-time low.
Yeah, you're at an all-time low. I mean, hey, maybe I'll give you maybe wait for this to keep yourself out of trouble. What is LiDAR? I don't want to. LiDAR's battery technology, right?
Well, it's like the sensors, right, that enable like self-driving cars, right?
You know what? I got a story for you. I'm gonna stop. I don't know if I'll do it today, but Jane Santangelo, I can pick up on that story about my buddy Tom Petrangelo. I'll save that though. Keep you guys in suspense. This is maybe what you try and do on this ouster here. See if it have it a day. I don't know if I would step out today. The volume's a little bit bigger, so maybe you're just getting everybody out that wants to get out. But maybe wait for one of these days where, let's say tomorrow, it goes back down to 740, but then comes back above the 755. Then you could buy it at 755 and you can lean on the 740. Right now, you buying it at 764. I mean, it really wouldn't be prudent to say, lean on the 755. That's 9 cents away. So that's the old undercut and rally. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know when it has earnings. I don't think anyone's covering this. Or if you're already in it, you're already in it. But if you want to buy it on strength, that $9, stay away until it can get back over 9 and clear 9. That is clear resistance in Ouster.
Hey, did you see that? You probably didn't. There was a weird SEC filing for Nikola. You can find a lot of weird stuff by going through SEC filings. So Trevor Milton, who's the founder of Nikola, former chairman, and not sold some shares. Nothing wrong with that, right? Sold 3.5 million shares at an average price of $13.89. Nothing wrong with that, except in a footnote in the filing, it said that the shares was made. The sale was made in exchange for a non-cash consideration in the form of a credit to the reporting person's account with the purchaser for goods and services provided by the purchaser in the amount of $48 million. So basically, he sold a bunch of shares, but didn't sell them for cash. He sold them for something else. He sold them for goods and services, whatever that means.
It means he's 48.
It means he bought a lot of stuff and needed to fund it. I don't know what that means.
That seems like he had a $48 million bill. That's what that means to me. Basically. I don't know. I'm no accountant.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not. Yeah. I'm gonna.
$48.5 million. He just sold some stock to pay for it, whatever it was. So he's settling his bill. I think. I don't know.
That's one hell of a Visa bill.
It's a big one. Yeah. A couple people have asked if Joel has a live trading room between this broadcast and pre-market prep in the mornings and Joel's Sunday night shows that he does on Twitter. This is it, right, Joel?
We got some stuff in the works for you.
Coming stuff in the works.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't think you guys could stand to listen to me all day, though. I mean, I really think that my wife gets sick of me, on the weekend. So I don't know if you could put up with me a whole day, but yeah, no, I can. We can work on something like that. But I appreciate you asking. But y'all should be able to pick up on my technical analysis by now. It's pretty simple. But no, thanks for asking, and stay tuned there.
All right, well, stay tuned, Joel. We are under a minute. We're like 30 seconds away from the close. How are we looking?
We're looking fantastic. We're trading up. They finally got it right. About 58 handles. Settling a little bit off the high. So there you go. 73.75. That was your high. That's your target. It's the only thing you have to look at, and maybe take a shot at 4,100 tomorrow. We just ripped through this 100 handle. I just want to say one other thing too, and I just want to give hats off to Triple D on the GameStop this morning. Got a little bit overdone. Who knows where the offering price is going to be with that, folks? But I had a couple buddies text me that they picked that up on the cheap. So I just wanted to give Triple D some credit on that. Looks like we're going off the board here for about 40.66.
Yeah, I forgot even to mention that they gave some initial numbers as if we care about fundamentals. But yeah, we might find out the offering price tonight or tomorrow morning. We don't know yet. But bottom line, great day for the market. S&P's close up, NASDAQ closes up, even the Russell. It seems like they can't all go up on the same day. Well, they did today. They did.
Kind of day. Look at my Intel. Yeah, I'm still, but I don't want to worry about that Intel, man. I'm just gonna forget about it. Pass it on to Emily and Dana.
All right, smash that like for Joel, and we'll see you tomorrow, man. All right.